Tonight, we're learning more about gunman Charlie Wallace and how he managed to avoid capture in the days before his death. The 41-year-old was awaiting a federal drug trial when he walked away from a Spokane Valley treatment center. Just 16 days later, Wallace shot Spokane Sheriff's deputies Matt Spink and Mike Northway during a traffic stop Tuesday on the Newport Highway. With our continuing coverage of the deputy shootout, KXLY4's Jeff Humphrey is live at the jail where one of Wallace's friends is now in trouble for allegedly hiding Wallace from drug detectives. Jeff?
Mike, that friend's name is Robert Ruth, and this jail is where Ruth says he will stay after today when a judge refused to lower his bail, now set at $100,000. Detectives say that Ruth lied to them about Wallace's whereabouts and set the stage for what could have been a deadly shootout. As Charles Wallace led police on this high-speed chase through North Spokane, regional drug detectives were wondering why Wallace wasn't still behind bars. They had already arrested him on heroin charges and thought he would stay in jail until his trial, but on May 31st, Wallace was released to the Spokane Valley Drug Rehab Facility.
This right here is his criminal history. It's fairly thick. And I question why this individual was allowed to be on the streets of Spokane instead of being in jail where he should have been.
Instead of jail, Wallace slipped out of the rehab center and walked across the street to Valley Hospital, where he called a friend who gave Wallace a ride north of Deer Park. In the hopes of rearresting Wallace again, drug detectives looked up Wallace's heroin pusher, this man, Robert Ruth. Ruth told investigators he had only seen Wallace once after his escape and didn't know where he was, but cell phone records show the men had talked 17 times, and that's why detectives started watching Ruth at this property on North Alcan. This is where, in the afternoon before the shooting, they saw Ruth helping someone who resembled Wallace loading motorcycles onto a trailer. When Wallace drove away, they followed his Chevy Tahoe and asked marked patrol units to pull it over. That's when the shooting started, and even as Wallace led police on the chase, when detectives called Ruth to ask him if he knew where Wallace was, Ruth told him he didn't know.
I would like to tell the court that my brother is not a risk if he's let out. He will make his court appearance. He's been keeping his life on the right track.
Today in court, Ruth's family asked that he be released pending his trial, but Judge Annette Pleas kept Ruth's bail set at $100,000, an unusually high amount for someone accused of rendering criminal assistance. And today, another court document showed that Wallace was sitting on a small fortune the day of the shootout. When searching that Tahoe that Wallace was riding around in that day, detectives found $2,500 in cash. Reporting live at the Spokane County Jail, Jeff Humphrey, KXLY4.